We're back. More championship mode stuff. This is our settings. In fact, it's at auto. I thought I had that to 105. Don't know if that changes anything in the previous races that we were doing, but we'll just set it to what it should be. I don't know if that really changed anything, because I think the auto is just whatever default, whatever race number I already did. Which I think Daytona was like, speed rating was like 105, same with Atlanta, so I don't think really anything changed, but got that situated. Point situation, we have an 8-point gap over the Intimidators, so hopefully that continues. Really, right now, we'll just try to point race, try to have good, consistent runs, which is all we can do. So let's get into California and go from there. Fast fact, the track was used as a replacement for Daytona in the movie Ford versus Ferrari, which I remember that being a bit of a controversy online of just how stupid that was, because it's such a blatant, just, you can tell what the track is supposed to be like, because the blue walls. So I don't personally understand that. It never made sense to me. Through 3 and 4, we kind of used the bottom part of the track there. Car really seems to help rotate through there, so that's why I do it. We'll see if this is anything better than last. And of course it's not. Why was I thinking it was going to be anything better? We're still 2/10 off of last. Alright. Our championship competitor, Timmy Hill, is 11, so that's not great. Alright, well that's riveting. I wonder how many tracks work with qualifying where you start better than not last. I don't know. It just doesn't make a whole lot of sense. But luckily, with the power of manual gears, you can get up to speed pretty good. Alright, but nope, not being in the middle 3 wide. Not with this game. Just letting off the throttle there, just letting them all go. It's the safest bet. We'll make up all those spots in turn 3. Or we can go out the track. Game, I can't have you do that. Also, shout out to someone in the comments. They mentioned the Morgan & Morgan lawyer insurance company thing on Cody Ware's car. Great attention to detail with this model once again. Just still discovering little bits of things. But yeah, as you saw, we go through turn 3 and 4. We go from 40th place on the start lap 1 to 26th. So that is pretty disgusting. Now we just have to be careful in turn 1. Someone is up very high in the racing surface. That is Jimmy Johnson. He just chopped down someone, just like what Shakes McDaniel did. That was going to be almost an absolute disaster there. Thank God the physics worked in my favor somewhat there. As far as pitting, we're going to have to pit at least with 5 or 6 laps to go, maybe. So that's what I'm anticipating. Another great run through the corner, and just like that, in 20th place. Didn't gain as much as I did the first lap, but still a good chunk of spots nonetheless. As we're getting a really good run on Kyle Larson. We'll peek to the inside. Just very swiftly, casually. I would say effortlessly, but I'm not going to say effortlessly, but we're getting through the field pretty nicely. Here comes turn 3 again. We got a great run there from the draft of Chase Midsko. And now we'll just take those spots pretty easily. Almost hit the back of Newman, but we're fine. P17, not bad. Greg Biffle doing something. I can't explain it, but that's another spot gained. We're almost in the top 15 in a span of 4 laps, so that's pretty damn good. And also, want a preference, we are on default setup. I have not adjusted anything. Typically, the wedge would be probably the best thing to do in this game, is just adjust that, and it makes the car just turn a lot better. Especially at tracks like this where the default is just really freaking tight. But we're hanging on. Michael 2 scoops of Raisin Bran up here in 12th, so good for him. And then we're just going to get the inside of him. He just gave me a spot. He even turned right. See, he knows. This AI version of him is such a beta cuck that I kind of like this version of him. I wish he was like that in real life. That bottom lane gives us so much speed. It feels illegal, but it's not. I want to also explain that too. It's not illegal. That's just a part of the racing line. It just really works in this game because the car just I guess, unloads, or the weight unload. I don't know how to explain it, but the car just drives so good down there that I have to use it. Now we're 7th, and I think that's all the spots we'll get until pit stops begin, I would presume. Still stuck in 7th. We're about 1.4 seconds back from 1st through 6th that are in that big group of cars up there. I gained a little bit in 3 and 4, but whatever I gain in this corner, we kind of lose it in 1 and 2, so it's been kind of a bit of a back and forth, but we're ultimately losing ground regardless, so looking forward to pitting to get a little bit of that speed back and maybe adjust the wedge and hopefully make that turn, so just got to try to not bleed as much spots as possible. Okay, they're pitting. Alright, I didn't expect that. Alright, that was the last. Thank God for the crew chief there. 55. Beautiful. Alright, right sides. 1 can should be enough. Lower the wedge to, I think, 47% should be okay. And then that's it. I was trying to stay as far to the right as I possibly could, so that won't happen where they brake check into me. But my AI just goes to the left anyway, so me trying to be cautious just doesn't matter. But we got down pit road safely. Nobody got into us, so that's good. 7.7 seconds out in the way. And I think it looks like the rest of the field did the same thing because I don't think anybody else gained much time or what, so that's good. The other thing, too, that's going to maybe help is just they exit pit road a bit weird. As you see, like, I don't know what kind of outlap that is, but it gained us time. So that's definitely going to put us... I don't know if this... I don't know if everyone else is finished pitting. It's going to put us in pretty good shape. We just sweep down the inside, like, immediately. That was kind of tactical. I like that. Hello, 95 car. We kind of leaned up on them a tiny bit, but we're good. P5, and I think there's more people pitting. But I think we're going to cycle out maybe 4th, so that ain't bad. Those lap cars? We're dealing with lap cars at Auto Club in 11 laps? How? Do some cars take 4? Is that the explanation? I don't know. It's just weird. Like, we should not be dealing with lap cars this quick into the run. Or, like, this early. I don't know. This is weird, but I guess that might be good just for cars to get held up. Maybe we can cheese some extra spots that way. So, I mean, I don't know. Maybe this will be a blessing in disguise type of thing.
You're all clear.
Out there's that fucking apron. I hate it. I can't believe I barely tapped it, and it caused all that. There goes track position. I mean, I probably wasn't going to win the race, but that definitely destroyed any chance I had of a top 5, so thanks, game. There is some fuckery going on up here. There's just cars being held up just all over the place. I think Brad Keselowski's a lap down car, I think. No, he's not. Never mind. I was wrong. Sometimes this game makes them run like really well, and other times it makes them just run last, so it's hard to really say. Now we got 2-lane track blocker, which is really good for me. Thank you to Danica Patrick and Alex Hayden for being movie chicanes here, as that's going to get us back into 4th place. That was a terrible corner. That was the worst corner I've ever could have fucking imagined. There goes any chance we could have had of capitalizing any of that. So that was just really brilliantly smart on my part, but now it's white flag time. Gotta get back down low so 95 doesn't get by me. Oh, we are slow. We are pissed slow through the corners. We got another lap car in the horizon. Terrorist Jones. That might be enough. That might be the difference of us getting 5th. Timmy Hill is our championship competitor, though, so that's also a problem. And Timmy Hill does nothing to pass Eric Jones. He just stays in his way. He just gets in the way of himself. Cody Ware, I need you to give me a little bit of room. Thank you. I will take a P4 gladly. We did not deserve it, but I will take it. Jeez. I can't believe we were dealing with lap traffic in a 10-lap race. 14-lap race. Like, that doesn't make any sense to me. I'm just so confused. I don't know what really to say. That was just weird. Kevin Harvick won. So that's... I don't think he was really in the championship hunt. Or at least I don't think so. So I don't think we lost too much points. Are we really about to win this championship without winning a race? Is that really what's going to come down to? We've just been very consistent. But... yeah, I'm glad I took right sides. That seemed to be the strat. But they were so much faster. At least those cars up in front of me. But then again, I was sitting with other freaking shenanigans. So maybe that doesn't help either. Okay, 13-point gap on Timmy Hill as Kevin Harvick, again, that did win, is nowhere in the top 10. But here we're just, you know, casually building up a point lead, which is good. We're doing all the right things. Kyle Busch with the fastest lap with his the most poutiest face of all time. Joey Logano led most laps led with 4. What a tryhard. And we were on the move. Alright, on to the next one. Next up is Texas. Making sure all the settings are good, which it is. And we'll get into it. Whales can't play in the McDonald's play place. Who is the freaking practitioner for that? Who determines that? What a stat. I guess whales technically can't because it'll be too big, but just... That's like something I would say. I'm offended. 2, 3, 4. Again, I think just like the modded Texas race video, I did not really execute that last corner very well. That puts us 16th. Alright, that's shocking. I'm impressed with that. Maybe I don't know how I did it, but that's good. My best qualifying run so far. Kind of shocking. Of all tracks, why Texas? Michael Roots on pole. Wow. Alright, that's interesting. Good for him. I'll give him a freaking cookie next time I see him. But now we gotta worry about getting down the bottom lane, which is always a terrifying thing to think about. I don't want to be in the middle. If I could just... Alright, we just squeezed in there. It was perfect. Now we got the bottom lane all to ourselves, or at least, you know, the lane I want to be in. So now we can just try to meticulously gain spots. We just ran the Shakespeare Daniel. That's not good. But I don't know. I guess Texas, ooh, that's... Alright, we poked our nose in there. The AI actually acknowledged my existence, which is shocking. But this tri-oval has always been terrifying. Alright, I mean, I'll take advantage of that. Thank you, Josh Wise. He made that easier. Oh, thank you, Jimmy Johnson. He just all gave me the bottom lane. They're just making it so much easier for me. Already up in the top 10. Now we just gotta kind of keep running this bottom lane. It seems like I can get away with going 3 wide. And they won't run me over. Kyle Larson, hello. Gotta be careful with that apron, because if I tap it, it's game over. Cleared them all before we got in the tri-oval. That's good. Since I have to worry about Casey Kane, who's just, you know, one guy. And beautiful. And of course, Timmy Hill is up here. I wonder if that's just in his AI code. They had to have adjusted that to make Timmy Hill's AI super strong at Texas. Because he did win an iRacing race here, so that would explain it. Michael 2 scoops of Raisin Brand fell back to second. He lost the lead to Ty Dillon. How does that feel? I don't know. I would be embarrassed. I would be absolutely embarrassed by that. But now we're up to second. They are checking up terrible in that corner. I want to also explain hard is difficulty. That's just how it is at this track, I guess. We're going to sneak to the inside here, see if he gives me room. And he does. Beautiful. New leader. I didn't really hit that corner as good as I wanted to. He's going to actually slide down. That's not good. But we're side by side. We're just going to give him as much... Ooh, game. Why? Alright. Luckily, none of that damage counts. Oh, we're very low on... And nobody can make it on fuel, though, so I think it's... Some people are pitting, but nobody can... We only can go 14 laps, so... I'm gonna stay out. If I pitted... Now I'm a lap down! Why? This game just refuses to let me win. Or even run well. Why? Oh, no, I'm 34th now. Okay, well, I guess I'll just go fuck myself then. Wow, this game is like... There's a reason why this is like the second most hated game next to like NASCAR Ignition. And that's some of it. Some of it right there. Because holy shit, that just broke the scoring, my positions. It just destroyed my entire race. For no reason. And that's fun. All I can say is I hope we get another fucking yellow. To lose like that is such horseshit. Because again, something out of my control. I can take an L, but not like this. So, now I got nothing to talk about. So, fuck it, I'm just going to cut all this then. Okay, thank God. Thank God. Alright, well, everyone's going to have to pit. I'm going to take rights, a whole can of fuel, or maybe 1.5 just to make it on fuel. Lower the wedge, make this car... We're just going to have to just steamroll through the field. We're going to be basically starting almost last to first. Everyone's pitting. Marut's asleep. Only he can win a bullshit race. That's the most appropriate thing. We gained 5 spots. Hey, we're on the inside line, which is good. Our car was so fast on that initial start. It should be... We should be able to get back up there. Though we don't have a whole lot of laps left to go, so I think that's going to make it even harder. Yeah, 5 laps to go from 29th to 1st. I don't know if that's possible. But I'm going to try. Luckily, we restarted on the bottom lane, which made things a lot easier. And it seems like the AI kind of check up, or at least really give you a lot of room. Enter the corners, so we can kind of do that and get away with it a little bit. Dale Jr., don't wreck. Dale, I literally hit him to save him. And it worked out. I can't believe it. I can't believe that didn't end out in more disaster. Oh, right, Priest. He just stopped in the corner. I really need to gain more spots than this. Well, I guess our goal again is just another top 10. I thought this would be a race win after how well that started off, but I guess not. There's the opening. Beautiful. Leave it to Marutz to start first and then drop back to 14th. Man, his AI is choking more than he does. They're having like the most ultimate mid-off ever. There we go. We got the inside Jimmy Johnson. Beautiful. Yeah, we're gonna have to just try to salvage a top 10 here. That really sucks. We had a car to win. Like, it was so obvious, and then the game just screwed us. It put us in such a hole. But hey, we worked ourselves back up to 9, so that's pretty damn impressive with just how little laps we had. White flags out, we copped this pack of cars. I'm gonna try to make the pass up on the high side. They were stacking. They just slow up so much in the corner, and that was not a good. That was a bad idea. Bad fucking idea. God damn. That could have been a top 5 had I not botched it, but I thought it was worth a shot. Alright, that's fine. We'll take a 9th. This game has tried every possible way to make sure I just don't win. That's just what I'm learning from all this, which is a shame. No wonder why this game sucks. Because of that. Just completely ruined everything. Timmy Hill won, so that's a lot of points we just threw up on the table, quite literally. That put him back in the mix of all this, so that's riveting. That's just so unfortunate. We could have gotten a couple more spots. But now he is... Oh, wow. 2 points? We only have a 2-point gap on him. And, of course, he wins at Texas, which I think happened when I raced here before. So, Timmy Hill's AI at this track has to be like 100% or something. Based on like how the game has like coding of like 50 to 100 or something. They must have... The modders must have put him at like 100. That's my assumption. But just... That sucked. I wasn't expecting to win, but I think I had a top 5, and I just choked it all away. Montoya had the most laps led. That's really weird. I did not expect that. William Clyde went to 36 to 5th. That's pretty impressive. And tough break for Authentic Drifter. Oh, that's a shame. Next pro will be tackling Phoenix, which I don't think I've done in a very long time, but I remember that... I'm assuming like every track is going to be really tight. But now the points battle is really tight, because now it's only between me and Timmy Hill currently by 2 points, so... That's quite scary. I hope we can win a race. I don't know if we'll be able to at this point in the season. I don't know. It's kind of freaking me out. Because every race, they're going to make me start last, even if I qualify just about. Except for Texas. But like that, Texas and Atlanta. The Atlanta, I got 39th. Ooh. But, I don't know. That's it. Next episode, we'll be tackling those two. So that'll be it. I'll see you all then and there, whatever. So, yeah. Have a good day.